So here we are going to derive the expression of electric field due to an infinitely long thin wire which is having the given, it is having the uniform charge density lambda. Lambda means linear charge density, uniform linear charge density lambda. So let's suppose we are having a thin wire and it is infinitely long, on which the charge is being distributed uniformly. Then and then it can have the uniform charge linear charge density. Let's suppose because of this wire, we need to find the total electric field at point P. This point P, we need to find E total at point P because of this whole wire which is situated at a y distance perpendicular to it. So let's suppose this distance, perpendicular distance is given y. Okay? To find the total electric field, we will assume that this line charge is made up of very small elements dl, 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 which contains the charge dq in it. So let's suppose one such length element, a small elemental length dl, is containing the charge dq at a distance. Let's suppose this is point O, this is point P at a distance x. This dx distance, or you can say dl instead of dl, I am taking dx because we are taking the x direction. So this dx distance is infinitely small. Just for better clarity, we have taken that much distance, but in actual it is a very small distance. Got it? So to find, so just don't think it is so much big. Let me make it clear so that you won't get that x and dx are different things. So whether you'll take x till dx or before dx, the distance will be taken same as dx only. So let's suppose because of this charge element dx, which is containing dq charge, let's suppose we are finding the electric field. So this is, let's suppose this is plus dq. So the electric field because of this charge element will be this way. Let me draw it again. Plus, so on infinite. So let's suppose this is the elemental length dx, whose distance from point O is x. O is the perpendicular point taken from point P on this wire, thin wire. So because of this, the direction of electric field, let's suppose that electric field will be dE because of this elemental charge dq. So since we have lambda is equals to uniform linear charge density, it means for any portion its charge density should be constant. For example, if 100 centimeter contains 300 coulomb, then 1 centimeter should contain 30 coulomb, 2 centimeter should contain 60 coulomb, 3 centimeter should contain 90 coulomb. It means what we are going to do, whatever charge is contained in whatever length, we need to just divide them. So if dq charge is contained in dx length, then lambda should be given by dq by dx. So can we calculate the value of dq? Yes, lambda dx. So this is the value of dq in terms of given quantity lambda. Dx we have assumed it, right? So similarly, another elemental point at a distance x will be exactly similar, and because of this dx elemental length, the electric field at point P will be exactly in this opposite reverse direction. Let's suppose this is dE dash vector. Now if I take the two components, horizontal and vertical, one component along the axis of the one component along the axis of the wire and one component perpendicular to the axis of the wire. So let's suppose this angle is theta. Then this component will be, then the component along the y-axis will be this one, dE cos theta, and this component dE dash cos theta, right? You can also write dE dash in vector form as well. So I'm just removing the sign. So one is dE dash dE cos theta. Both would be in, you can say plus G gap direction plus G gap direction. But this dE cos theta, this component along the x-axis will be dE sin theta. I guess all of you know it. dE sin theta, and direction will be in minus direction. So if you need to take magnitude, then you need to show the direction minus I cap. Or if you are not taking the magnitude, then d vector itself is sufficient. Similarly, this will be dE dash sin theta, and this direction can be taken as plus I cap, or you can take simply plus. If I'll say dE, magnitude of dE and dE dash will be same. For example, let's suppose 10 Newton per coulomb. 10 Newton per coulomb. So this will be minus 10 Newton per coulomb, and this will be plus 10 Newton per coulomb. If dE vector, magnitude of dE vector and dE dash vector will be same, then dE cos theta, sorry, dE sin theta will be equal to dE dash sin theta, and both will, so whenever they will be adding, then both will cancel out each other. But once we'll be adding vector form, in vector form, only and only the y components dE cos theta, dE cos theta, dE cos theta would add up and will contribute to the net electric field. So to calculate this, first I'm taking what is, this is the concept for you. So now to calculate dE, how can we calculate dE? Let's suppose we don't know this distance. We are assuming given distance is y only. X we have assumed, R we are assuming. Our answer should be only and only in terms of lambda and y. What terms you have been given? You have been given only two terms, lambda and y. So final answer should be always in terms of lambda and y only, right? So if I'll be assuming the distance from this point, this is point P, this is point A, this is point B. So from point A to B, A to P, if this distance is being considered as small r, then what should be dE vector? dE vector should be equals to KQ by R square. It means K dQ by R square. Direction along A to P. Along A to P. Now this dE vector has two components. One component here, dE vector, and let me just take, this is step one. Also, if I'll be asking the magnitude of dE, what we need to write? dE vector is equals to K dQ by R square simply. So this is equation number one. Let's suppose this is equation number one. Now step two, since dE vector has two components, what are the two components? First component dE x vector, you can take it this vector as dE x, and this one dE cos theta, you can take it as dE y. So dE x will be is equals to dE x is equals to dE sin theta, and if I'll be taking this minus I cap instead of my negative direction, then it should be minus dE sin theta, and second dE y should be equals to, if I'm taking the upper direction positive, then plus dE cos theta. Similarly, so this is equation number 3, step 3. Similarly, exactly at x distance, we will be having the corresponding small element dx, which is also containing the same amount of charge dq as the linear surface linear charge density is same everywhere. So if this is dx which is containing dq, that means another dx should also contain the charge dq only if, and we have also taken the same distance in both sides. So if the same distance taken both sides, and this is 90 degree and this is theta, that means this is theta, then by symmetry this distance should also be r, because this is x, this is x, this is perpendicular common for both. So triangle will, and this is 90 degrees. So by which property? By right angle triangle property. If two sides and one common perpendicular side is common in two triangles, triangles would be what? Congruent, and hence these two distances BP and AP should be same, and this is very much pretty much common. And it's logical that this is R, then it should be also R. So if it should be R, then the magnitude, or not magnitude, then the electric field because of the discharge dq at point P should be given by dE dash. So I'm writing here. So if we choose the same corresponding, same elemental dx containing charge dq corresponding to the opposite direction at the same distance, at the same distance x from O at point B, then the electric field due to dq, then electric field due to dq will be given by dE dash vector is equals to k dq upon r square along dp. That was along AP, this is along dp. Also magnitude of dE dash should be remove this direction. How to write magnitude without direction? So I'm just removing the direction, so it should be k dq upon r square. This is the equation number 1, 2, 3, 4. Clearly by equation 1 and 4, magnitudes of d vector and d dash vector are equal. Now I'm not writing much because I'm having the less space here. So just I'm explaining, you will be getting directly. Since the magnitude of d vector, d dash vector will be same, that's why the horizontal component will cancel out, only and only vertical component, that is y components, will be added, and hence the total net electric field at point P would be contributed only and only by the vertical components d cos theta, d cos theta, d cos theta, d cos theta. And since the magnitude is same, d dash, d dash and d, it means all will be k dq by r square only. So can I write directly instead of writing this whole thing which I have spoken right now? Can I write the total electric field at point P, EP total, should be given by only and only due to the contributions of EY total. And what is EY total? Integration of DEY components. And we just calculate first magnitude because we know the direction already, because it would be in upward direction only. So I'm just writing DEY. And what is DEY here? DEY is DE cos theta. So can I write here DEY is equals to DE cos theta? So it would be DE cos theta. And since this infinite charge we have taken from along x-axis from plus infinity to minus infinity, that's why the x should change from minus infinity to plus infinity. So in integration, we always put that limit which is changing. Which is changing here? X is changing because we assume the x that at different values of x, dx elements are equal. That's why value during the limit, we need to take what limit? Whatever quantity would be changed and whatever quantity we have assumed to be changed. So I'm taking the limit value of x, since x is changing continuously from minus infinity to plus infinity. Now we are having E total. E total is equals to minus infinity to plus infinity. What is the value of dE? This is the value of dE, whether this one or this one. K dq upon r square. Equation number 5. Now, a little bit more information in the math. Whenever this quantity minus infinity to plus infinity would be there, and if inside it there is a even function, then it can be written as 0 to infinity. First, we need to take, is there any even function? This is k dq, and cos theta was also there. So cos theta is there. Cos theta is which kind of function? Even function. So we can write what? 2 into 0 to infinite, or otherwise, if you don't know the math, just see. Whatever portion I will be taking here till infinite, you can consider this one. This is the midpoint. This is 0 to infinite, and this is 0 to minus infinite. So whatever points I will take along the 0 to infinite, exactly similar types of points would be there 0 to minus infinite. So if whatever contribution would be given because of all the elemental charges and will be occurring whatever vertical components, that should be twice because of addition of this side charges also, because this side electric field also, because electric field, if let's suppose this is the electric field because of these x elementals should be, let's suppose, 10e. Then again, these elemental charge would be producing 10e by 10e by. So total net electric field should be 10e by plus 10e by, because all are adding continuously. So what we can say, total electric field should be twice of one side. So 0 to infinite twice. So I should convert this limit into 2 to 0 to infinite k dq, and instead of dq I am substituting that value. Dq can be taken as lambda dx because we want the answer in the given terms. So k lambda dx by r square cos theta. So now we need to solve. How to solve? And I guess diagram is clear to all of you. I am just gonna rub this diagram. Is that clear? Diagram is clear to all of you. So all right. Now what do we have? We are having T total is equals to T 0 to infinite K lambda. I'm just arranging cos theta upon r square. If you know this diagram, I forgot actually one thing to mention. This is point O, and this is the y distance. This is point P. This distance from O to dx is x, where dx elemental length was given. So can we write r in terms of y and x? So by seeing the Pythagoras theorem, this is hypotenuse, this is perpendicular, this is base. And let's suppose we have already given this is theta, so this should be theta. So we are having this diagram. This is theta, this is r, this is y, this is x. So it should be base now, because theta and 90 degrees present on this line, which is PO, and this is A. So OA should be perpendicular and R should be hypotenuse. So what should be the relation? R should be, or I should write directly, R square is equals to x square plus y square. So can I substitute the value of R square by seeing this diagram? So and into dx, and this is the value of x. So by diagram we have what? R square is equal to x square plus y square. And K is constant. K means K is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So K is being constant can be taken outside to the electric, integration. So K is constant will be taken outside, will be taken out of the integration, out of the integration. So what do we have now? We'll be having E total is equals to 2K, and even K and lambda both are constant. K is also constant and lambda is also uniform. Uniform means constant thing. So since both are constant, so whatever constant things would be there, we always take outside from the integration. So we'll be having 2K lambda 0 to infinite, x is equals to 0 to x is equals to infinite. 1 over r square means x square plus y square, x square plus y square into cos theta dx. Now, whenever this kind of format will be there, a special technique is being used to solve this kind of integration. And let's suppose this is the equation 4, this is the equation number 5, this is the equation number 6. So, put y is equals to, since we are doing the integration with respect to x, and here another quantity is being there, y, so we'll be, and theta is also there. So I'm trying to convert the whole thing into theta only in terms of variable. So I have substituted, put y is equals to, sorry, not y, in respect to, with respect to x, we need to substitute the value of x only. X is equals to y tan theta. So I guess you have done so many numericals like this. So dx will be in grade 11. If x is equals to y tan theta, then its dx differentiation will be dx upon d theta will be y is constant sec square theta. So dx upon d theta will be y constant tan theta in differentiation sec square theta, and d theta I'm taking this side, so it will become dx is equals to y sec square theta d theta. Substituting these values into this equation, and also we need to convert the limit. Limit, what is limit here? Upper limit, if I will be checking, what is upper limit? X is equals to infinite. So x is equals to infinite. Where you need to substitute? In this value. So how to substitute? Y tan theta is equals to x, and x is equals to infinite. Tan theta is equals to infinite upon y is equals to infinite. At which value theta will be? At which value theta will be infinite? Tell me. Y theta is equals to x is equals to infinite. This implies that tan theta is equals to infinite upon y is equals to infinite. For which value theta will be infinite? For tan 90 degree, because tan 90 degree is infinite. So can I write theta is equals to pi by 2? This is equation number 7. And similarly, lower limit will be, what is lower limit? X is equals to 0. Where we need to put? Here in the place of x. So how to place? Since y tan theta is equals to x value lower limit 0. So you got y tan theta is equals to 0, tan theta is equals to 0 upon y is equals to 0, and for which value of tan theta answer will be 0? Theta is equals to 0 degree only. So we got the value of lower limit theta is equals to 0, upper limit theta is equals to pi by 2. Substitute these values, and now we are going to solve the numericals. So I'm just rubbing this question. This is equation number 6 by substituting these values from equation number 7 and 8 into the equation number 6. What we will obtain, we are going to obtain such thing. So P total is equal to 2K lambda. K is 1 over 4 by epsilon naught. 0 has been converted to 0, infinite has been converted to pi by 2. So 0 to pi by 2. Instead of cos theta should be written as it is cos theta. Instead of dx, we need to write y sec square theta d theta. So y sec square theta d theta. And here you are substituted, instead of x, you are substituting y tan theta, x square will be y square tan square theta. Y square both will be common and taking directly. So it will become 1 plus tan square theta, and you know that 1 plus tan square theta sec square theta would be cancelled out. So what will be having? E total is equal to 2K lambda.
0 to pi by 2, value of theta. These are the limits of theta only. 0 to pi by 2, cos theta, 1y cancel upon y, d theta. And since y is also constant, the fixed distance from O to P at y distance we are finding. This is the perpendicular distance, so being constant, it can be taken outside. So I am taking outside here only, 2k lambda upon y. Now, what is the integration of cos theta with respect to theta? It would be sin theta plus sin theta. So what we are,
Sir,
2k lambda
sir,
upon y, sin theta, d theta. Yes. What happened? Just let me just finish it. It's about to finish. Then ask whatever you want to ask. 2k lambda upon y sin theta, upper limit minus lower limit. Where the limit is found will be substituted where the variable is there. What is variable? Theta. Theta. Substitute the value of 0 in terms of theta. So you will be getting upper limit minus lower limit sin pi by 2 minus sin 0. What is sin pi by 2? Sin pi by 2 1. Sin 0 0. So what answer you are gonna obtain? 2k lambda upon y 1 minus 0. Final answer E total you are obtaining 2k lambda upon y, and direction will be in the upward direction along the y-axis, where the k is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Lambda is there. So did we obtain the answer only and only in terms of the given terms which are lambda and y? K is constant 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So this is the total electric field because of the
infinitely long thin wire due to
having the uniform linear charge density.
density lambda. How many of you understood? Quickly tell me.